Welcome back, Flare community. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about FLR DeFi emissions. And this is going to be another video in the tutorial series on how you can actually claim these rewards. So it's very simple, but before we jump straight in, we're going to look at this quick thread here from the Flare Networks team talking about what these DeFi emissions actually are. So this thread here, they announced it quite recently. This is at the end of July, and we've now just come to the second opportunity where we can claim. You can actually claim from today for the second batch of rewards. So if we scroll down here, we can see that the community approved this. This was a proposal, a Flare improvement proposal, FIP09, and this allowed a budget of 510 million FLR tokens from the initial incentive pool to be used as rewards. So if we go back down here, the emissions committee allocates incentives to decentralized applications for various liquidity pools and vaults. And the main aim is to boost the liquidity on Flare. Now we've seen this with a lot of stable coins. They seem to be incentivized the most, and that's going to be a valuable metric for attracting developers and users. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through this claiming process in a minute, so no need to talk about that. Here we talk about the various decentralized applications. We know that SparkDex is incentivized, BlazeSwap. We also have Kinetic that is utilizing this, and very soon Enosis as well. Something that I did want to point out actually before we move on is this thing here. So you may have heard this hashtag FlareFi Summer, but this emissions program actually lasts 12 months. So it's FlareFi year. And if you look closely, you can see that the amount that is distributed each and every month grows. And this is to accommodate for high APYs as more people start bridging liquidity onto the network. It's all very exciting, and today I'm going to show you the very simple process of how you can claim. The first thing you need to do is go to the Flare portal. This is portal.flare.network. As you can see, I have connected my account to the Flare network, and you may be familiar with this if you were claiming rewards through delegation, or if you were staking perhaps, or potentially voting on various proposals. But what you need to do is click onto the account section here, come down to emissions, and give that a little click. And here's where you get to select the projects that you may have been utilizing that are distributing rFLR rewards. So we can click on SparkDex, for example. There's nothing there right now. We can maybe click on BlazeSwap, which I do have something. And of course there is Kinetic as well, which there is a little bit here to claim, but the majority is on BlazeSwap. And as I said before, there is also Enosis that is coming to the game as well in the near future. All you have to do is click on claim, and as you would assume, sign the transaction and confirm it. Give it a couple of seconds. And there we have it, transaction successful. We can see that our WFLR balance is here, and we've got some available funds and some locked funds. And I just want to talk about that a little bit. This value, the WFLR balance, is actually vested over the course of 12 months, and each and every month, a 12th of that supply is released. So this is what we have available. This can be withdrawn, and we can actually just go through this process now really quick. You can withdraw it here, and this actually converts that rFLR back into WFLR, which you can find in your main wallet. Now, there are the locked funds. Like I said, they get released over time, and I imagine this is to alleviate sell pressure from such a generous rewards program. Perfect, so that's done. What we can do is click on the main account, and as you can see, that has actually increased based on the balance that I just claimed through the emissions. Now, the locked funds, it is possible to withdraw them, but there is a small penalty. If we click on here, in fact, it doesn't even give you a warning, which I was a little bit surprised about, but maybe it does say back in this thread. Let me just scroll down here. And, okay, maybe not. Maybe we can check this link and it might appear. Mission schedule. Here we go. However, beneficiaries who want to claim before the 12-month period has elapsed can do so, but they will lose 50% of their allocation. So that's something to note. It doesn't give you a warning, which I'm a little bit surprised about, but if you did want to claim them early, you will be penalized somewhat. So I like to think of this as maybe a little bit of a piggy bank, right? Accrue the rFLR rewards and then get paid each and every month over the course of 12 months. It's almost like an additional flare drop, which is very nice. Something else to note is that the WFLR here, that is held as rFLR, do accrue flare drop distributions. You can see here, claim your flare drop distribution. Now, I'm yet to actually do this process, so I'm not sure if this is claimed directly to your main account or if it actually comes back to this delegation account, or sorry, the emissions account. So I will keep you informed with that. That's pretty much all you need to know about rFLR. There are lots of opportunities, many of which, and the strategies behind it and what I'm personally doing, are revealed in my Patreon group. There is a link below if you are interested. If you did like the video or you learned something, please feel free to like it. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.